fantastic book. And just like as Malu said, we look forward to reading more such books from you.
Thanks, Harshan. And by the way, I didn't introduce you. This is Group Captain Harshan from AST Bangalore. He's been my friend, philosopher, and guide from my initial posting Sulur days. We disturbed him a lot because he was the only married officer known to me closely. And so Nikki, his wife, is my Rakhi sister. And there are a lot of stories that will be there for some other book. So thanks for joining. I forgot
Thanks,
to
Manship. Always a
I
pleasure.
for, I forgot to call Nathan. Can you just text him and ask him to join?
Sure, sure, I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
I'll leave you. I'll get somebody. Okay, just see you then. I'll
Fine.
call you later. Okay.
Okay, okay, fine.
Hello, Kamthan. Hello. We have Group Captain Kamthan, who was our engineer leader in Kumbhgram, right? Uh,
Yes, Kombigram,
and
yes.
he has been a very avid reader, like he was with thick books since the Kumbhgram days. I always used to envy him because I could never read such thick books. And he has really, what is it, done a microscopic operation of both my books. And he is the most popular review on Amazon for both the books. So, Kamtan, welcome and your few words.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I wish people had read at least the review if they have not gone through your books. So when I was actually looking for your book, because I heard from some common friends that it's a good book, Be Your Own Pilot, and that's what the day I could not find it on any of the platform, and I requested you how to go about it, and you were very kind to send me a personalized copy. Still have the copy. I have shared with few other friends. They have also gone through it, and they all had admired the book. And yes, that review was little late because I was little busy. Though I have read it in very quick time. And sometimes like I think that every book has its own calling, and they call to the readers. But if you believe in karma and if you believe in destiny, you understand what I'm talking about. And the book also have the destiny, and the reader also have the destiny. So both the destinies together have to match for the reader to be able to go through the book. And very rare you will find some books which will hit you so hard that you are unable to forget them. So this is one of the book. Other couple of books I have also mentioned about the Alchemist and Jonathan Seagull. Uh, Jonathan Livingstone. So these are a couple of
Mhm.
books which I always admire. And the third book is yours, and I still have to find any other book. Yes, some light readings are there, like what do you say, philosophy of money, and some books on your subconscious mind. I've also gone through, but these are light reading. Your book, those sound very means it is not a huge book, and many pages are not there, but it's very heavy in the content. Like some authors have got typical style that they can say heavy, weightful, meaningful words in simple language. And I pray to God that your gift which God has bestowed upon you, that it remains with you, and you give us many more books. And you should, I know you are very grateful to God because we have been speaking about this aspect of your meditation journey and this kind of thing. I know that you are a very humble person. So keep up your humbleness intact, and keep praying to God. And I wish you give us many more books. This I have gone through both of your books, and I think today we are talking about your own pilot. So this profound words of I have got control means when we were in flying together in a cockpit, it was very simple. Means you are handing over your controls of the bird to the other person who maybe he was a captain or a co-pilot, whosoever was there. But now in the context of a book, when you say I have got control, so means these are very I have got control. The four words, and in out of the four words is only one character I. So if you think very deeply, which I have been thinking about this, it talks to the people. The simple sentence, it talks to the people, it hits with your psyche, and it affects deeply to you. It's a very highly motivating verse, actually. People who have gone through this book, they will subscribe to my notion of when I'm talking about this particular thing, that I have got control. Miss, how many times people have understood that what Manish is talking about? You know, I don't know, Manish. These four words have made a huge impact on me. Yes, there was a time, but I was thinking what is happening with me, with my life. In Air Force with the paramedical structure and all, your career is not going anywhere. You don't know what you are doing. So that was the time when your book came to me. I thought, yeah, enough is enough. Let me take control of my life. And that was time I decided to quit Air Force and seek my happiness somewhere else. And yes, I do not say that I was unhappy in the Air Force. I was happy there as well. And I have found again happiness. So means my happiness elasticity has remained constant. I have not given up my happiness. And your book is great, actually. And you're the who introduced your book, Mr. Hariharan, na?
Mr. John
Mr.
Haricharan.
Haricharan. Yes, yes, yes. I have not means I have heard about him. I have read about him. How great this guy is. Not gone through his books, but good thing that he has been very impressed by your books, and means he is a great person, and I am nowhere in his class, but I have also been affected by your books. And what else means there are many chapters, means if you go deeply into the chapter, there are small things what you talk about, they are very good, actually. And if you read it in a one go, which was my habit, I had finished this book in a couple of settings, and my habit is just keep scanning the phrases and paragraphs. And when you are a speed reader, you don't see each word and each line. You go forth in the paragraphs, you go forth in the pages from first to end, and then again you come back. But your book, I have gone through a couple of times in that time itself. And once I read in 2000, means couple of years back. So when we were having discussion, I don't probably you may be knowing Group Captain Rajesh Verma. He was also in Kumbhingam, but he was before your time. You must have heard his name. We are all in the same unit. In fact, we had dissected your book. We have thoroughly enjoyed your book. We have taken your book
Who
apart,
was the other person?
and we have gone page by pages. We sat together, we read together, and we have discussed what you have written in the books. And what can I say? It's a mesmerizing. The first chapter, I have the control, is a goosebump raising kind of sentence. And your IVR, yes, idealize, visualize, and realize. Am I correct?
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Idealize,
I
visualize,
think you
realize.
talked about that. And
Yeah.
this,
Hello, 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 hello. Hello. I think there's some problem with Kamtan. I'll get you back if you can hear me. So, let me invite Miss Pallavi Agarwal, the my whatever anyway, we have done it last time. So Pallavi is my friend from Ranchi, friend philosopher. Everybody is my friend philosopher and guide. So she is the closest one. If I have to listen to anybody, I listen to her than anybody else. And if I look smart, it's because of her, because she's a dress designer. She decides what I wear, what I don't wear, how do I look. So anyway, so we are talking on the book. So we became friends because of this book. She read my book and she called me up. And Kamtan, if you hear me, I'll get you back. Just wait 30 seconds. So
yeah,
uh,
okay,
yeah,
okay. I
Pallavi.
think we got it.
So you talk to him first. You talk to him first. I'm still here.
No, okay, okay, let's
I'll
finish with
wait.
Kamtan.
I'll
Okay,
wait.
okay.
I'll wait.
Yeah, Kamtan, are you there? Hello.
Yeah, okay. Manish, Yeah, yes, I'm here. I'm very much here.
Yeah, you
Yeah, yeah,
can
I'm
finish
here.
your
Can you hear
you.
me?
Yeah, yeah, Kamtan, I can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
means
can.
this was the last thing which I was talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Your concept of
Your
IVR,
video,
which
your
you
video is not coming. Kamtan, just switch on your video.
is it okay? Just wait a minute. It will
Yeah,
come.
it's come. You can continue. Sorry, there was a break.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So this is the last thing which I want to talk about. Means all the people present here, just go through the book and understand this concept which he talks about, which is called IVR: idealize, visualize, and realize. It's a very beautiful concept which he has coined. I think, Manish, are you mentioning this thing while giving your lectures at various forums? Because I think you should promote. I think we all should promote this concept, and we all should understand how, what is this concept is all about. And I wish you write a small book sort of thing also on this concept. So that's all from
Okay.
my side, and I wish you all the best. Please relaunch your book and have a great success in this book.
Thanks, Kamtan. Thanks for all the effort, and the your reviews are really, every time I'm slightly depressed, I go back and read your review, and that pumps me up. So thanks for thanks for the time you take to read the books and especially to write the reviews. So thanks for joining, and we'll meet soon. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Pallavi, you can unmute yourself and let's hear it from you.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Anytime. Anytime. All the best. All the best, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Pallavi.
So the thing is that we met, Sir and I met because of this book, and there used to be a very nice book club for us where I met Sir for the first time. And we got talking about past lives and his book, of course. And it is a revolutionary book. It is not only one of my favorite books. I remember the first time I read it, within the first 10 pages, the person who used to organize the book club, I called him up and I told him this is an amazing book. It is not only very simple to read, it naturally just flows easily. So the writer has a very good command of how to write, what to write. And he was like, why don't you meet him? I was like, what? Meet him? So he said, yeah, he's going to be there in the next meeting. And I was like, okay, fine, let's meet him. So we met. And I am one of the few people who could tell Sir that, Sir, you need to change the way you dress. And he listened to me. So if he's looking good, he's looking good because of me. Please give all credit to me. No,
All
I'm just
credit to you.
joking.
All credit to
I'm
you.
just joking. It's all credit to him. He listens to anybody who advises, which is a very big thing considering how big a personality he is. He's very humble and he's changed so many people's lives, including mine. I did not believe. He has changed the way I think and I operate. And yes, IVR is something that he talks about a lot, and it is something that everybody should listen to because it is really revolutionary. It changes the way your destiny moves for you and how fate follows you. So it's a very, very big thing. And I think coming back to the book, of course, I was part of the second book in a big way, but because I kept pushing him, you need to write it, you need to write it, you need to put the story out there. But this book is what, actually introduced me to him. So it is very special for me. And I've met a few people in his life, like his son, and very impressive personality, very young chap, but very impressive personality. And it shows how he's been brought up. He's been brought up by a great guy. So he's a great guy. And that's what I would like to say for sir. That it is a revolutionary book. So I think we should all be thankful for you and thankful that you wrote this and published it. And I'm so happy that my generation will be able to see it all over again because we weren't there the first time, but we will be there this time. It's a beautiful cover. It's been redesigned beautifully. And I think every single part of this book should be read and reread till it becomes a part of your psyche. That is how good it is.
Yeah, thanks, Pallavi. Thanks for your insight. I'll keep listening to you. And thanks for your time. Thanks for joining. And we'll continue talking. So, we have
Absolutely.
people from the US who are slightly time constrained. It's a working day for them. So, first of all, uh, I'll call Sarah. I'll Sarah is my son. Sarah is my son's fiancée. My son is Abbas. Sarah is my would-be daughter-in-law. So let's uh, I don't know what has happened. Mhm. Kailash, can you hear me? Hello.
I can hear you.
Sai, you want to be on video or you can you get your video on?
I think I have my video on. It's
We
saying it's
can't
on.
we can't see you.
Hmm. Trying to work it out here. It says
Mhm.
video is on.
Yeah, I can see her. Yeah, I'm
Why
getting the video.
why can't I see her?
Even I can see her very clear.
Mhm. Kailash, are you there?
I can see her too.
Very good.
Yeah, maybe you could just get going. Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So good morning to everybody.
Yeah, Sarah, I can continue. I'll do. Can hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Sarah, can you see me? Because my screen is
I
frozen.
can see you. I can see you. I can hear you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah. So
So
wait, yeah, we got it back. There was some technical fault. So before you speak, there's a surprise for you because
a surprise.
you're supposed to unveil the book or inaugurate the book. So Dade will do it on your behalf. And let's see. Yeah. Gone. So,
Let
mhm. बोलिए.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Daddy.
So this is the book. Okay.
Very beautiful.
And can you read what's written inside? Can you read it?
No,
Okay.
no, I
Anyway, I'll
can't.
read.
Read it to me.
It's it's for Sarah, the daughter I always wanted to have. Okay. So thanks for the being there, and then you can continue talking now.
Thank you, Papa. That is a wonderful dedication, and I'm extremely honored. You know, I've always think of you as a father, and you're a great mentor. Um, just a wonderful person in all in general. So we want to talk about your new book. And so I've read this book, but there's a part in this book that I really, really love. There's actually several parts in this book that I really enjoy the most. But the one part was the part that when you had, I'm going to read this one part. Sapna, one doesn't have to know someone in order to decide such things. You can be with a person your whole life and yet remain strangers, or can be with the special one for a mere moment and get the feeling that you've known each other forever. That's part of the book one of the parts that I enjoy the most, because, when it comes to love, dedication, and things like that, you knew at that moment that she was the one for you. And, you know, and it's true, people can be together for many years and still be strangers. But that moment that she was your special one, the love of your life, your dream. So when you were writing that part of the book, was there a special time in your life that you knew one day that you were going to have that dream? Not just a dream of having, a beautiful wife and, a wonderful son, but knowing that through all the darkness, at the end, you were going to achieve your dream.
Is that a question?
Well, it's a question statement all wrapped in one, but you say that you would always write all your thoughts. And so it's like kind of manifesting it, correct?
You're right.
So did you know that at the end you would overcome everything?
Yeah, most of it I knew, Sarah. I still know what is going to happen.
Right?
Mhm.
So that was something that I enjoyed reading, was that part, because I'm a romantic, so, and everything that you have overcome in this book, and just letting everybody know about that. And then your other book, My Comeback, it gives you even more suspense and, more of this motivation in life. So everybody who hasn't read this book should definitely read this book. I recommend it 110%.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for your time. We'll continue talking, and thanks for being here, and thanks for being there for Abu. You have, completely taken all my liabilities with you.
Yeah, I failed to mention, failed to read that fine print,
Yeah. Chalo, we'll
but I
talk,
love them to
catch up.
death.
You carry on with your day. Thanks for your time. Okay.
Love you,
We'll catch up.
Papa.
Love you,
Take care.
Sarah. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, we have Shantanu. Shantanu, can you show us your video? Shantanu?
Coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, Shantanu, sorry you are the first to arrive. Sorry for the late response. Shantanu was one of us in NDA. We were together in NDA. He's been with, I think, Infosys, and now with some other company. And his was one of the first few reviews that I got from somebody from NDA. So, Shantanu, your views.
Yeah, so we first of all, hello everybody. Good to see, meet you all, meet or whatever. And just starting with how I know Manish is that so we go back 30 years back in NDA. One thing I remember from our NDA days, frankly, we didn't interact much. We lived under the same roof for about more than 2 years there. And he, so he, what I do remember is he had some setbacks there, but the way he overcame them is what is a very strong memory. He did, and the good part is he did over, and they were very, very significant setbacks at a very young age that he shouldered. He came back with, and any lesser man, I'm sure, would have taken it very badly, but he did it with such grace and bounced back very well. And I think that, and many other, of course, experiences over the several years have gone into writing of this book. Um, so what I liked about this book, uh, is is that it is light, and yet it holds a lot of meaning. And this, so it's in the league of Jonathan Livingston. Or rather, should I say, Jonathan Livingston comes in the league of there, where things are not stated very directly. It is a story, and there are gems which can pick up from the story as you read along. Autobiographical, I would presume, and very direct. Uh, what This book came into my hands at a very good, at a very apt moment for me. And so I had, in 2013, I had left. I took premature retirement, came out with the army. I had a stint with one company for 10 months, was between jobs. And that's where I got this book in my hand. So those were not the best of my times, living with the uncertainty, having come out of a very comfortable, off my comfort zone of 24 years of in the military, diving into the deep end of civil street with no solid footing. And reading the book certainly helped a lot, because a few months into, without a job, I was between jobs then, and you start, that self doubt starts creeping in gradually. And that's when this book, Be Your Own Pilot, became a great pillar of strength. The so Thank you, Squad Leader Manish, for this. It has been a great support during my bad times. I can personally vouch for it. And it's 7 years since. Things are much better now. But when I look back, I think the book played a big part. Yeah.
Thanks,
And
Shantanu. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, so I think, yeah, the book is, so though this is being launched again with a Kindle format, and on Amazon and all that, but I think it is a timeless book. It has, it doesn't restrict itself to now, or the relevance is timeless. It can, and I'm sure it will keep having a deep impact on people's lives in many more years to go. Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks. Thanks, Shanu. Thanks, Shantanu. It's a privilege, when somebody says that, the book was there when you needed it most. And I'll soon, I just for others also, I was some just few months back, not even a few months back, 1.5 months back, I was having a bad phase. And then there was a book, from my mentor, John Haricharan, This book downloaded itself in my Kindle library. Can you imagine? It's called Bridge, Journeys into the Bridges for Forever. And people who are interested in the book can read the book. That's the least I can say with the time constraint. So thanks, Shantanu. Thanks for joining, and hope we will meet soon in Bangalore. Mm.
Sure, sir, sure. Yeah,
Thanks, thanks,
hopefully soon.
thanks. Chalo, now
I'll
let
peel
me.
off for now. I'll peel off for
Okay,
now.
okay, Shantanu. Thanks for coming. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank you, everybody. Good to meet you. Bye bye.
Okay. Uh, we have what Sarah was talking about, you know, the dream Sapna Sinha on board. Let us hear from her. Hello, hello, are you there? Hello. Okay, I think she's not there. We have Major Praveen Singh. Praveen, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, good
The
evening.
Good evening, Praveen. Let me introduce you first. Praveen is Major Praveen Singh. We are together since last, not together, we have been talking since last almost 10, 15 years. Now he is the founder, director of the first military school in the country, that is uh, Carnival Warrior private military school in Raipur. And he once invited me also to join, but because of whatever constraints I had, I could not join. And he has been one Josh Box for me. And I think your motto is Josh or Horse, right?
Yes, sir. Josh or Hosh.
Josh or Horse. And he has been a reader of both my books, Be Your Own Pilot and My Comeback Trail. Reserve. I'll let Praveen talk about it. Yeah, Praveen.
Thank you very much, sir. In fact, your first book, Be Your Own Pilot, was the one. Uh, I read it at the time once I was going through my comeback trail. So that was really motivating. Like sir has told, you have got the controls. Let go the brakes, okay, and let it go. So that was the time about approximately when I saw your book on Facebook. I bought it. I read it in one sitting, and really because that was the transformation time which I was going through. I left army to become an IAS officer, but was not able to give the examination because of some complications. So I ended up looking for some purpose in life, and that was the time I encountered Be Your Own Pilot, and it was really motivating. And we have grew up reading GB Shaw. Autobiographies are lies, although it is not an autobiography, it is a fiction. But the way you have presented it in a very lucid language that any kid can also read and understand and get motivated. And the in brevity, like in Forge, we used to emphasize that orders should be crisp, precise, and that's what this book is about. It is very clear, concise, clear, and each chapter motivates you, pumps the adrenaline in you to dream more, to do more, to go out and achieve your dreams. In fact, the pinch of romance, and apart from dreams, the Hindi counterpart Sapna is also there, which the hero is chasing. This book is something which I felt ki motivated me. I started at least 5 schools till now, one college, one security company operating in 5 states. And this is what is in 10, 15 years. Once I look back, I don't think with that mindset I would have done that unless I have read this book and got motivated. In fact, I've ordered about 100 books for my cadets. Sir will be joining me tomorrow, unfurling the flag, 26th January. And I hope cadets will too find their purpose in life and can do better. Of late, I went and met them, and they were quite tensed because of the board examinations, and that's what was the time I decided ki let me give them this book. Uh, कि once you are under pressure, you are being told that you are going to fail, and then the way the pilot, the hero in this book, uh, takes control of his life and detaches himself from the outcome or the result, and passes the flying test and becomes a pilot. So that was the dream he has already dreamt throughout his life. And in a bout of depression, he was about to let it go. He in fact landed the plane, leaving the test midway. So this is something which is so motivating, so touching. It really is a book worth. Like I got connected with John through Manish sir, and I read a few of his books, and really I appreciate the way he bounced back, the way his life is a motivating factor for others, especially for the armed forces person, because the transformation from army to civil is a very tough thing. It is a very tough thing. Although we don't get trained, we are trained to go to war, but we are not trained to go home. So that's what I think should be the focus of the armed forces as well. Ki they should train the people once they are about to retire or go home. Though this is a really, really inspiring book, I'll recommend for everyone. I think if I keep speaking, मैं बोलते ही जाऊंगा. Thank you very much, sir.
Chal, Praveen, see you tomorrow.
See you
Huh?
tomorrow. Waiting,
Chalo,
wait.
see. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. It's an honor to be invited. Okay, and
This,
thanks for. I know your schedule is tight. Thanks for joining.
thank you,
Chalo.
thank you.
Thanks. 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 As Praveen said, this about. Uh, Sapna, can you hear me?
Um,
Yeah, your video is off.
okay, yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Hello. Introduce
Can,
yourself and then talk.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Everybody who's here knows you. So.
Okay, so hi everybody. Yes, Major Praveen, I really like the way you were talking about the book and about Manish, because I too agree. Like, he's been a fighter and there's lots to learn from him, and definitely a motivating factor for all of us. And about this book, well, the book talks a lot about me, and it's a part of me, actually, the book. And one thing I would like to share with everybody is that this book is in my school library, and a lot of students, they read it. And the best part about it is it's very, very simple. It's written in a very simple manner, and each chapter is, teaching one life skill. So that's something which I feel children really connect very well. The chapters are very simple. Some words are really good words being used, because I see my students underlining it and, trying to find out the meaning. So I think the vocabulary part, the intensity, and the way each chapter has been written, like where Manish talks about I'm lost, and how, a lesson in humility is important. So I think for students this book is perfect. So I think every school, every institution should have this book in their library and should encourage every child to read it in school. So thank you, Manish, and all the best, and may you
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
writing.
Thank you
And
for giving me the time to write the book. Hmm.
yeah,
Chalo. Bye bye.
bye.
Thank you. Hello. Hi, Moin. Are you there? Moin. Hello, hero. Hi, Moin. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible. Let me introduce you. Here is Moin sir, the sir of Ranchi. He's got lingo, what is it? Lingo Training Institute, and he has been, because of his effort, he teaches spoken English and personality development, and he has been interviewed by none other than Shah Rukh Khan, if I'm correct. He was on the Shah Rukh Khan show. So he was also one of the few readers in Ranchi who took the book when it was published. And we go a long way. We were together in uh, a club called Toastmasters Club. So I got to learn a lot from him. And let me tell you just one incident, Moin also won't be knowing it. He had invited me to talk to his students. So I was just waiting for my time. And like from the glass, he's got the glass windows in the classroom. I saw students crying. Okay. Then when I looked inside, Moin was also crying. So I don't know what magic he does with the students. The students are, diehard fan of Moin sir. So without taking much time, Moin, let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you so much, Manish sir, for having me here. I'm really delighted and honored to be the part of this great and gala event. I would like to share one of the incidents when I came across, when I came to meet Manish sir, when I had joined Toastmasters International. There, I came close to Manish sir, and then I got to know about his book that he has written, Be Your Own Pilot. And then I got curious about this book, that Be Your Own Pilot. As being from very humble background, I had always a dream to be something, to be a leader, and to be something of value, to be a person of influence that I wanted to be. And when I read the title and the name of the book, Be Your Own Pilot, which I always wanted, so I got connected. And then I went on to read this book, and uh, each and every chapter got me into the idea that I had in my mind, and I got connected. So one thing I would like to talk about this book, that when a common person or a very humble person like me, or a person who has been from a very noble and very humble or poverty-stricken background, so he will himself connect. So I got connected, and when you came to my institute to deliver a talk to the students. So students also got connected, because I have the students from humble background and from average background from government school. They are not able to read English. They are not able to write English. They are not able to understand English. So when they got to know about you and your book, they got thrilled, and most of the students wanted to go for your book, and they went. And after having read the book, they came to me and told that our life is getting transformed. One of the girls who was attending your meeting and program, she came to me and told me that by reading this book, I got serious. And the line that you had written, your attitude determines or decides your altitude. So this was the line that I had started teaching in the students in the classroom, that your attitude decides your altitude. So how far you go in life, that depends on how far you see in life. So I started teaching these lines in the classroom, and when students read this book, they got thrilled. And the second technique that was given in the book, that was IVR technique. Students got very much inspired, and when you introduced this in the classroom, by making them do these things, like idealize means first have an idea, then visualize. So one thing you explained to them, I still remember. People visualize the success part, that I'm an IS officer, I'm an IPS officer, or I'm something. But what this book talks about, that you don't need to only visualize the success that you want to have. At the same time, that the action that you are going to take, step by step action. So you make them learn. You don't only need to visualize the success part, you need to visualize the action, that you are doing that action, you are taking that action, and then that action is taking you to get that, and thereafter realize. So this IVR technique has been working wonderfully and very nicely, and the students still remember, and still they talk to me and they come to me, and they want to meet you once again. And most of the students are excited to have you here again in my coaching. and it was really great to be the part of the family and to be connected with you. So these are the things, the outcome that I got to know. I was really delighted. And the third thing that I would like to share, that when my students, when they are from very simple and very humble background, they are very poor in English. They are from Hindi background. So when they read, I recommended them many books. But what was the outcome? They were unable to tell anything. And when I recommended them to read this book, and when they came to me, they were able to explain. The reason was the language was simple, plain, and lucid. Even the student of class 2, 3, 4, and 5 can read and understand this book and communicate about this book. So this was the language was plain, lucid, simple. Even a child can understand. So my students understood this. So the book gets connected to the masses, but the thing is that I want that many of the students studying in the universities, college, classes, and many places, they are unaware of this book. So we need to go there and we need to talk to them about this book through seminars and programs. And I would love to have you again in my institute. Approximately 400 students are waiting, so they would love to have this experience again, and I would like to thank you everyone for being patient and for being attentive listener. Uh, that's all from my side, sir. Thank you so much. Looking forward to having you here again.
थैंक्स मोइन, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। खुदा मियां ने चाहा तो अगली जुम्मे की नमाज रांची में पढ़ेंगे। आ रहा हूँ
Yeah,
रांची।
sure, definitely,
चलो,
definitely, sir. Looking forward
चलो, थैंक्स फॉर
to seeing
ज्वाइनिंग
you.
एंड I'll just thanks Moin, I'll speak to you. Okay, I'm just trying to get these people who are okay, people who are time constrained. Yeah, Tanuja, are you there?
Yes. Are you able to hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
There is some network issue, so it is not possible for me to switch on the video.
Okay,
So
so you
like, yeah,
so just 30 seconds. Tanuja, we call her Gudia as my sister, and she has been my support in my bad times, very bad times, and in good times. So she was the one who went to school with me when I was in class one, 6 years old. She didn't want to leave me alone, so when she was 5 years old, she came along. So yeah, so she is Gudia for me, Tanuja for you, and yeah, your views, Tanuja Prasad.
like all have said, that book is very simple, and I agree with you that you have written this book in a very simple way, that even a small boy can read it and understand it. But still, being a very simple book, it is very effective. So you have sent the message that if one dream what one want to become, and if one is ready to give his 100%, he is able to achieve the dream. So this is what I think about your book, and best of luck once again for your book. And I wish that you keep on writing and again, and more books to come.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. You come back and then we'll talk. Thanks for joining. I know it's late for you. You have to get up very early. So thanks for joining. Now we have somebody from Saudi Arabia. Are you there? Hello. Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Are you from Saudi Arabia?
No, I am Gohar. I'm Imtiaz's wife.
Oh, sorry. Hi, his name is also Hi, Gaur. Welcome.
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Yeah, sorry, that's one from Saudi Arabia is also
Okay,
Darkasha,
Daraksha. Daraksha, that is. Yes, yes, Daraksha.
Darksha. I
Yeah,
can never
yes,
pronounce
yes,
it right.
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is Daraksha. The name is Gohar
L-
Daraksha. Yes. Is the
Yeah,
light
name.
enough?
Okay. So I'll say Gaur. Gaur is my wife of my dearest friend Mohammed Imtiazul Haq, and we were together in the same house, same school from class 6 to class 11th, and we used to go running to the Talaya Dam, that's 1500 steps every day.
Yes, I mean,
So
this story I've heard so many
so
times.
let others also hear it. I'm making him famous. So most of the Urdu that I have learned is from him. So let me speak of you. Gaur is, a very avid reader, and she's a poetess also. She writes both in English and Hindi. And in fact, she was the one who wrote the review for Imtiaz, and I was very happy that my friend's English has improved. So he took all the credit without saying that it was written by Gaur. So yes, Gaur, your views on the book.
Yes, in fact, the paradox is that I read the book because I had to write a review. Because
Okay.
he had given the book to Imtiaz, and since he's not a book reader, I mean, he doesn't read books. I mean, of these types, and he asked me that, see, I have to give a review, so please read the book and write a review. So very reluctantly, I picked up the book. To be honest, but then when I started reading it, I started enjoying it also. I mean, that is the feel of the book, and I mean, that is one book that has stayed with me. It's not that I have not read non-fictions otherwise, but I have read very few non-fictions. And this is one book that has stayed with me since then. And yesterday, when you called him up and you told him that, okay, there is the relaunch of the book. So I was like, should I go back and read the book again? Or just to, in fact, go through the pages to recall what I have read? Because it's been a long time. And I was just brainstorming and I realized that why don't I talk about the title? The title is so very interesting. I mean, there's so much that the title holds because you do not choose something mundane. You do not choose something normal or common. You do not say, I mean, the title doesn't run as be you or believe in yourself or be yourself. You have chosen a designation in the title, the designation of a pilot. You say, be your own pilot. I mean, this entire title holds the book in it. The meaning of the book lies in it. A pilot, in fact, is someone who navigates through the clouds, right? A pilot is one person who doesn't know what lies ahead. He has a map in his hand, he has everything in his head, but then he is navigating through the clouds. And that itself is so much difficult to, in fact, even conceive of by a normal human being, a layman person like me. But when you draw parallels between the task of a pilot and the way we lead our lives, you find striking similarities. You find so many things that are so similar in different ways. So when a pilot starts flying, I mean, he knows that he's going to meet turbulences. He knows that he may encounter inclement weather also, but the impact he's never able to visualize, right? But whatever the impact, no matter how inclement the weather is, he braves it all. And so is the case with any human being in his life also. I mean, take it metaphorically, take it figuratively, or literally. We are pilots in our own lives. We have the controls in our hands, right? In our lives also, no matter how prepared we are, I mean, if you talk of a student, no matter how clear he is in his head about his aims or his ambitions in life, he is bound to come across turbulences. He is bound to come across dead ends. He is bound to come across blind spots in his life. So it all depends on how he navigates through that. And that is what you talk about in your book, right? How you navigate, how you actually steer yourself clear of situations that look like out of your reach, that are so unfavorable that they are going to break anyone. So that is what the book talks about, and that is what that is the magic of the title, Be Your Own Pilot. So when you think about being a pilot, everything gets deconstructed. You are your own pilot. A pilot has control over everything, and the only thing that he can't control, he can't say is that he cannot give up till he lands. So is the case with any human being. Till he reaches his destination, he cannot land, he cannot give up. So that is where the magic lies. And in fact, long after one has read the book, also, the book continues to inspire. So one can say that the title of the book at the onset, it intrigues you, Once you have read the book, it inspires you. So that is where the magic starts, and that is what holds the magic of the entire book. So the title, in fact, the choice of the title is magnificent. And of course, the book, as everybody else has also pointed out, that the book is very simple. And that is what, in fact, language is all about. It should be simple so that it flows and people understand. They do not have to pick a dictionary to look up for the meanings, because that breaks the flow of the language. And so far as you are concerned as a writer and as a person, of course, I got to know you through your book, right? So I now know you better than your friend knows you. I can say that. And for you, for you, I can say that you exemplify the dictum that persistence is a talent multiplier. I mean, you were persistent throughout. In fact, whether we read the first book or we read about you in your second book, My Comeback Trail, I mean, you have been very persistent, and that is what makes a person like you famous, and that is what actually gives people like us to, in fact, interact with you on such a podium. And I wish you all luck, and hope to read your book, the third one that is going to come up whenever it does. And all the best for everything.
Yeah, thanks, and sorry for the confusion. There's one more. I can't pronounce the name, so
It's okay. You will have to now pronounce it correctly, otherwise your friend is here.
So anyway, let's meet again, and my,
Yeah, sure.
your Bunawa ghost. I'll
Yeah,
talk
sure,
about it
sure,
later on.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to that. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thanks
Yeah,
for joining. Thanks for joining.
yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye. Good night.
Bye. Bye. Good night. Nupur, can we hear you? Can you hear me? Hello. Yeah. You're looking
Yes, you can have the privilege.
you're looking younger on screen. Yeah,
Is it?
so ladies and gentlemen who don't know, this is my youngest sister. She's around 17 years old,
Yeah,
and
I will remain 17.
I'm just 3 years
Ever, ever
elder
and
to her.
ever.
So anyway, so your views on the book quickly.
Okay, so my views are the best part of your book, the best thing about your book is simple to read and yet very impactful. So there is something for everyone to take out from this book. It is even if it's a child of grade 4 or company CEO is going through the book. There is something everyone can take away from this book, be it a housewife, be it businessman, be it a student. So there is something for everyone. And the best part of the book is IVR. So something which is idealize, visualize, and then realize. So this is something we should always take care of. We should always follow in our life. And this is the first book which I read from cover to cover in one sitting. So it was as simple and yet very impactful. So all the best. I hope you'll write more such books, and may it be the best seller once again on Amazon.
Thank you. Thank you, and come quickly down.
For cake cutting,
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah, Santosh, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hi. So you are the one waiting since a long time. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have Santosh Sinha from Ranchi, one of the most dynamic persons I got to meet in Toastmasters Club. And he has a great analytical brain. He can dissect anything and everything. So I used to dread whenever he used to review my talks, you know. And now he's going to review my book, so I keep my fingers crossed. So Santosh, over to you.
I'm definitely not going to review the book, but most importantly, I really enjoyed what people were saying. So I was not waiting in the queue. I was enjoying the entire talk, or rather the review. First and foremost, one thing is very clear, which came out from everybody's input is this book is very simple. And perhaps what people don't realize is, or they do realize, but may not be very actively or consciously that making something simple requires a lot of effort. There is a story where Google homepage, which is perhaps the simplest web page currently available, and Larry Page has said that it takes a lot of effort, whether we have to work extremely hard to make it as simple for user as possible. I have the privilege to know the kind of effort which has gone to make this book simple, at least some glimpse of it. And I can vouch for the fact that the simplicity which is coming out of the book is not a coincidence, not something which is which was just like that it came out. Rather, it has taken a lot of effort to make it simple. So all kudos to you. I'm sure that would make this book a success for many people. However, the best part is, and coincidentally, today itself, I was going through a video. So last discussion which we had was about a book, if you remember, Creative Visualization.
Yeah.
And from there, I was looking for, or rather searching for the videos of Sakti Gwan, the writer of that book.
Yeah.
Incidentally, today morning, I got one video of her. And in that interview, somebody asked her, what is your tip to make a book so famous or sell millions of copy of a book? And she said the simple mantra is write the book for yourself, and it will automatically attract people who need the help or message of that book. This one book, I can again vouch that this was written by you for yourself. And I think that's the reason everybody, whoever has read this book, is naturally attracted towards the book. So I think that mantra 100% applies to this book. I'm not getting into detail of the book because I will just devalue the overall message or the strong message that the book is sending. But thank you so much for writing this book. Not only this book, both the books, and it's part of my library right now.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thanks. I'm coming to Ranchi on second morning.
We'll definitely
meet, and we are just waiting 32 minutes for a photographer to cut the cake. So people who want to witness cake cutting are welcome to. Hardly only. Oh, just a sec. Yeah, he is there. Yeah, now, Abu, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't come on video. I'm driving.
Okay, you don't need to come on video. So this is Abbas, ladies and gentlemen, my son who's driving. So he can only be on, you can be on audio. So your views on the book quickly.
Well, I remember I think I was in seventh or eighth class when you started writing the book, and like you tell everybody else too that when you were writing it, I had said it is going to be a bestseller. It's doing pretty well so far. It's changed a lot of lives, so I think that's what matters. A lot of people I also know came to me and told me about this book, and little did they know that it was written by you. So it's quite an achievement, especially in the flying community. Everybody uses this book as their life's mantra. So I do it too. So thanks a lot for writing this book.
Thanks a lot for finally reading it after 10 years.
I read it long ago. I just never told you.
Okay. So chalo, you drive safe. I don't want to distract you. So we'll just wait for somebody to click the photograph. In the sense, I'll just show. Okay, Abu, you want to discontinue? You can log out.
Okay.
Can you see us on video?
Yeah, I can see you.
Acha, to hold. So this is the cake, and I'll just show it.
Wonderful.
The national launch of Be Your Own Pilot. Okay, and we will just wait for few seconds. So I'll ask mommy to cut the cake. I don't know how can I show it to you. Anyway, God knows. Hmm.
It is visible.
Yeah. नहीं बन नहीं Hmm. Thank you very much.
I will come and have it in the morning.
That's very bad of you.
It's too
Keep
cold
some
to
for me also.
I'm coming on 28th.
get.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your time. Thanks for.
Chalo. Bye.
Abu was saying bye to you. You didn't listen.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining. And thanks for your time. See you soon. Chill
Bye-bye.
signing off.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Good
Be
night.
safe.
Best
Chalo, bye.
wishes.
Thank you.